What is up, everybody? Back with a collection update here. I've got a bunch of cool albums to show, stuff I've been collecting for a couple of months now. So I've got 11 CDs, 3 vinyl, 2 cassettes, and 2 buttons I'm going to show. I do have my end of the year list coming pretty soon. I'm going to do top 10 black metal and my top 10 overall, just favorite metal albums of this year. There's a bunch of really good ones, so tough to narrow that stuff down, but I've almost got it ready. But I'll start off with the vinyl. I've got a couple of cool ones here. Dismember, death metal. Came out in 1997. Great classic Swedish death metal here, of course. You know, they have that classic Swedish death metal muddy sound, but also very melodic at the same time. You know, I've always thought they were kind of like if Iron Maiden was a death metal band. Matty Karki on vocals. David Blomqvist, a great guitar player. Just awesome tone, great guitar work. Of Fire, the first song on here, is just absolutely amazing. One of my favorites by them. Really great album from start to finish. Got ZZ Top, Eliminator, 1983. Great album. It's basically like a greatest hits album. Most of these songs, very, very well known and just big popular hits. Give Me All Your Lovin', Got Me Under Pressure, Sharp Dressed Man, a couple of them, Legs, but love ZZ Top. At this point, of course, they were starting to get that bigger 80s sound, not quite the bluesy, gritty, hard rock of the 70s they had, but still really good, and I enjoy it a bunch. Immortal, War Against All. Killer album. The new one from Immortal, a beautiful blue on this record. Love the color, but love the album a lot. It's just Demonaz, of course, from the the heyday, the classic lineup. Just him, no more Both, no more Horg. They got a session guy on the drums, session guy come in for the bass, but Demonaz doing the guitar, the songwriting. He does the vocals now. He's done them on the last 2 albums, and he's a really good singer for this style. At least I think his voice sounds really cool, and really, really awesome artwork on this. But great album that you might see on those end of the year lists I got coming up. Now for the CDs, I got 11 of them, so I'll try to run through kind of quick. But got Live in the Raw by Wasp. Love Wasp, of course. One of my favorite bands. Talked about them a ton on the channel over the years. Got Goat Whore, Constricting Rage of the Merciless, their 2014 album. Cool band, blends a couple of different styles, some thrash, some black metal, of course, some kind of sludgy, type of stuff. They're a mix of a bunch of stuff, just extreme metal, very good. Bearing Teeth for Revolt is a great song. FBS, another favorite on there. Got Grom by Behemoth. Now, this one, probably an unpopular opinion, but this is my favorite album by Behemoth. Early album, came out in 1996. It's their second overall, and it's the one just before they kind of shifted their sound to the blackened death metal, which I like their first 2 a lot better when they were just kind of straightforward black metal. A lot of good stuff on here. Now, I got a couple by Marty Friedman. Got Music for Speeding, which is his 2003 album. Marty is my favorite guitar player of all time. Not the best album ever or anything, but I had to get it for the collection, obviously. And one that I like a pretty good bit better, actually, is Wall of Sound, which is a more modern album from him. I think it came out in 2017. But Marty, killer guitar player. Favorite ever, so glad to add some more of his solo stuff to my collection. Got Rude Awakening by Megadeth. Somehow never had this, so finally just picked it up somewhat recently, but great live album. I'm glad to have it in the collection. It's from 01, 02, that era, which good stuff. I got Inquisition Invoking, or it's Into the Infernal Regions of the Ancient Cult, their debut album. Came out in 1998. Killer stuff. Inquisition got a new album coming out soon. They are my favorite black metal band. Formed in Colombia. Been based in the U.S. since 96 when Dagon came back over and got with Incubus, the drummer they have, still them to this day. This album actually did have a random bass player on it. And then from after this album onward, they've just been the 2-piece, no bass on the albums or live, which is very unique and different. But just it works for them, and they sound amazing. I got Thin Lizzy, Thunder and Lightning. Their one album with John Sykes on guitar. Love Cold Sweat and a bunch of other stuff on this album. Killer stuff. It's their last studio album, so great way to go out for them. Killer stuff. Got a Bonham album here, which I had never heard. I just picked it up because it was only a couple bucks, and I listened to it. It's their first one, The Disregard of Timekeeping. Obviously, it's John Bonham's son's band, Jason Bonham. I gotta be honest, I did not like it too much. To me, just kind of sounded like if Led Zeppelin would have continued into the 80s and gotten a pretty good bit worse and just went for more of an 80s sound. Not a big fan. There's a couple of decent moments on it, but don't love it. I got Recycler by ZZ Top, so picked up several ZZ Top albums. This one's cover, or, you know, the case is freaking beat the shit. It's broken, but, you know, it was like literally $2 or whatever it was, so get what you pay for. And just a used album I wanted. I like this one a bunch too. Heads of Mississippi is a great song. Burger Man, some good tracks on here. And Manticore by Cradle of Filth, their 2012 album. This one generally is thought of as their worst album, which, you know, I might agree with, but it's not as terrible as a lot of people act like it is. Still some pretty good stuff on it. And a couple of little pins I've got. Got Warrant. Ooh, very metal. But nah, Warrant is good. First couple albums like a lot. And Wasp. So Wasp, Warrant, little buttons there. But that is all of my recent... Oh, wait. I can't remember if I mentioned the cassettes yet. I don't think I did. Got Afterburner and Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw 3 soundtrack, which this is actually really cool. Great find. You know, this is not the best movie ever, but the soundtrack is just amazing. Got Laz Rocket, Death Angel, a cool classic thrash band called Wrath. Sacred Reich is on here. Obsession, Methods of Madness. So a lot of cool stuff there. And the ZZ Top album, 1985 Afterburner. Pretty cool stuff. And now that is all with my recent additions to the collection. Again, I've got that those end of the year lists coming soon, so look out for those. And as usual, you guys let me know what y'all been picking up lately for your collections. And till next time, thank y'all for watching.